We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin.
Throws toward the corner of the end zone. It is intercepted! Intercepted! The Ducks have the ball!
To the end zone! Oregon! Mariota dives! Touchdown! They hand it off straight out! C.J. Burdell wins the game for Oregon!
Inside the 10! A hat-trick, a touchdown from Justin Herbert! Howard's going to run for it. Time runs out, and that'll do it! Welcome to the Big Ten, Oregon! They storm the field at Autzen!
Before we get started, I want to remind everyone that this film room is presented by the Ducks Rising Collective. Ducks Rising is an organization for Oregon fans to support student athletes. If you're not a member yet, go to our site, ducksrising.com, and sign up. Membership grants you access to the Ducks Rising podcast network and exclusive content from student athletes, recruits, and alumni. We also have a thriving community through Lockerverse where fans log in and chat about recruiting news and Duck sports. Most of all, your membership will directly support Oregon athletes and help our team compete. As a reminder, once Oregon gets to conference play, the film room will be for Ducks Rising subscribers only. As a reminder, once Oregon gets to conference play, the film room will be for Ducks Rising subscribers only. So you can go to ducksrising.com and sign up to become a member. You can buy in for as little as $10 a month, and 97% of your proceeds go directly to the athletes in Eugene. Again, go over to ducksrising.com today and help support the program. Hey guys, Geoff Schwartz. Welcome to my video on Dante Moore. I'm going to kind of guide us through what I think is important to learn about Moore as he gets ready to start for Oregon in 2025. We'll touch on a few throws from last season that highlight the special arm he has. Then we'll go back to his freshman season. We'll highlight some good throws that, again, highlight the strength, the accuracy, the ball placement. Then we'll highlight some of the interceptions as well that happen often at the beginning of games. First drive of the game, first time he gets in. I think he is locked into what he thinks is going to happen based off the game plan. He looks that one direction. He throws that one direction. Those are things that will change with time. And his third season at Oregon, I'm excited for what we see from Moore. Here is my video breakdown. Hope you enjoy. So this is late in the Washington game, and it's not a completion, but I just want to show you the strength and power it takes to make this throw. Not many quarterbacks we've had at Oregon can do this. So they're going to end up here sort of max protecting, right? They're going to make this nice little pocket. They're going to have a little token back fake. They're going to send three guys out. And the defense that Washington is in, they're going to play this too high coverage, right? They're going to bring these safeties back right here. And the corners are going to, play up right there. And there's this spot right here, basically called the honey hole, where a quarterback can throw the ball and try to beat the safety who's back over here and the corner who's pressed up here. There's a little area right here. Now it ends up being more like down the field this way. But this is a throw to this one area that a lot of quarterbacks just don't have the confidence to make or that can even make it. So you can see right here, right? The safety is over there, and this safety is even off the screen over here, somewhere over here. So you have this safety, this two-eye safety here, right? The corner down here. And this guy's running a go route. They have a go over here as well. They have this little in right here to break in front of the safety. And there's going to be a spot right in that field right here where there is no safety and no corner, and it's right there. So there it is, right? So you see the corner's right here. Safety's right here. I think it's a two-man concept, possibly. They're running a little more man up top, but nonetheless. And he did hold him. Remember, there's a flag that flies in. See the flag right there? It's a flag right there. Flies in. And Moore's going to shoot that ball right to that exact spot. Now, I would say that it's a tad thrown a little too far. But again, for a guy who rarely does this, I mean, that ball is right there. He's coming over. He's obviously too late. And there's that one spot. And I think you would say, hey, man, we want that ball to be right here, caught right there, right? You want it to be caught right there. It's a tad further than I think you would say, hey, man, but I mean, I'm going to show you guys, this is the type of arm talent he has. We have not had quarterbacks that can do this. This is the right read, by the way. You can see here, covered up here. this is not going to work as well. This is a late, come late over here, but they max protect this thing, right? 7 protectors for this exact shot. They want this type of play here from Moore. So I love the aggressiveness, and these are things you can see from him throughout the year as he gets a little more comfortable playing with these guys. All right, here is a throw from last season. Again, limited throws from last season, but just an idea of the arm talent again, and I think just a better job of being more comfortable on the field. So let's just start very simply. Just watch how sort of comfortable he looks moving, right? And I think this is a big difference from when you watch his film as a freshman. He just looks, he knows what he's doing immediately. Now, I think you would probably not want the backpedaling, but I think he's trying to buy time. He knows what he wants to do. And he's not that far back, right? I mean, the ball's at the, right with the 44, and he drops back to, he's back only at the, that's what, 8 yards, right? No, sorry. That's about 8.5. So it's right where it's at. And he's very comfortable and confident with what's happening. So here's what Oregon is doing very quickly here. So I don't know, I think it might be a third down, but so what they're doing is they're moving this back out over here. And what that's going to do is it's going to give the quarterback an idea of man versus zone. Remember I talked on some other clips about what all these motions are for. And when you motion this running back here, or when you motion a guy in, or motion a guy across, a lot of it is to tell man versus zone, or to give you an idea of what coverage they're going to run beyond that, or maybe they switch a call based on a 2x2 versus 3x3. But basically what we're doing here is we're motioning this guy out here, and if you get a follow like this, it's man coverage. And it does look like man too, right? Because you got here and here and here and press coverage here, right? I mean, there's no safety deep here, right? I think that's what he's trying to tell. If this guy goes out here, this is a linebacker, actually, I believe, actually. If he goes out here and he doesn't really move, or maybe they rotate somewhere like this, then you could tell it's zone or man, okay? It's pretty simple. So as soon as he does this little motion, so it tells him right now, it might be wide receiver too. I don't know who that is, but that it's man coverage, okay? And you have a speedy wide receiver here, one-on-one. You can go ahead and give that a look immediately. And he does. And as soon as right there, they're hip to hip, this ball's going up. So it's knowing the speed of your wide receiver and knowing where the ball needs to be placed. I think this is actually Casper, if I recall, from last year. And just watch this throw. Again, man coverage. So it ends up being a pass interference. That's why it's not caught, but I believe it's a pass interference. They're going to throw a flag somewhere. Because he grabbed the flag comes, look, you can see the flag right there. See the flag right there? Okay. But I want you guys to watch this throw. So there, I'm going to back this up here. So there is on the practice fields, there's a line that is drawn called the red line. All right. It's to work on these go routes. So there's a line on a practice field right outside the numbers. The numbers are right here, right? Obviously right here. There's a line drawn on every practice field. There's a red line like this. That's not a great red line. It's not straight. But it's drawn like right below the numbers like this, okay? And and that's drawn to work on these go routes, these fade routes, because what you want is a wide receiver to run along this line, because it allows the quarterback the opportunity to throw the ball between that line and the sideline, where only the wide receiver can catch the ball. And this is exactly how it's drilled and exactly how it should be done. So the wide receiver too, as well, is on that red line. And you could see, and sometimes wide receivers, when they're running these go routes, they can get pushed like into the sideline by the corner. The corner's trying to squeeze him down. And good wide receivers end up stacking. It's called stacking. They come as they're running, trying to get around the corner. They work to stack themselves basically back on top. So they're running like this, and then they try to kind of cut back in a tiny bit, so that now the corner is on the sort of back hip right here, and that ball, as it's thrown, can come right over top. And so this is just well done by both these guys, because this throw, you can see the wide receiver is starting to get pushed right here to get by. He's sort of going that direction, and he kind of subtly returns a little bit back here, back to that imaginary red line. See, right there. See, I know it's very subtle, but you can draw it up right here. You can see where he's right there, okay? And then right there, he's about a little inside. Now, obviously, that moved a little bit, but he's a little inside more. So it allows this opportunity for the ball to be feathered right about there. I mean, it's an awesome throw. Look at that. I mean, only one person's catching that ball in this situation, and that is the wide receiver. Look at that. Now he gets held again. But I mean, that ball's right there. What a perfect throw. Decisive, quick. Man coverage, I'm going the go route. We're taking a chance. Because look, I mean, these guys get open eventually down here. You can make, eventually he's going to curl up here. Eventually, I mean, you have time. You can hit these guys, but this guy's open immediately versus man coverage. It's just really well done. All right, this is a Dante Moore touchdown here, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So, I don't know what down it is. I think it's third down is my guess. Third down here is the way they're playing this. So this is zero coverage. We can use orange for Oregon State. So zero coverage means that there's no safety in the middle of the field, right? Zero safety in the middle of the field. All right. And then with zero coverage, you get pressures everywhere. Everyone's coming except the guys that are in man coverage on these guys, right? Okay. And there's going to be someone, here maybe, or maybe here. Tight end's right here. Maybe he's over here, right? Or he's here, whatever. So you get the idea. Everyone's coming and there's zero, which means you have to buy time to make the throw because there's typically one guy coming, right? If there's no safety, zero safety, and you're all man-to-man like this, which they are, that means you have 5 blockers. So these 5 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 versus 6 rushers, right? So one guy's always going to be free. And you see here ends up being this guy right here. Now you typically want it to be the guy on the outside who's free to buy the quarterback more time. But one thing that's impressive here immediately is that he knows what this is. And you can tell he knows what it is because he is backing up and trying to buy time immediately. So he understands what's happening. The ball's going to be out quick. They're running some sort of basically mesh screen concept here, right? They're going to kind of hook him up here, hook this guy up here, wheel here, and they're going to run this guy through here, and they're going to try to get basically a screen for him right there, right? But it's more the screen's going to happen right there, and obviously it didn't actually happen, but that getting in the way kind of messes with the speed of this guy. That's all you need in this play. I think what's impressive here as well is you're going to see Moore's head is facing this way first. So he's going to go through progressions. He goes 1, 2, 3 down here. So you'll see his head 1, 2, 3. I mean, he throws the ball to a spot, right? I mean, he knows where guy's running. The ball, I mean, he's right here getting hit. Ball's being released. It's a very good anticipation play for a true freshman who's already thrown a couple interceptions in this game and just no fear whatsoever. They're even dropping alignment out here to try to catch these short throws. So what happens as well on these plays, it ends up being sort of a zero-ish look. Because what they try to do is they show, again, so they show 5 guys for 5 and 6 rushers. And then what the defense will do is when they get you to engage, you see here this offensive lineman's engaged, right, which allows the one guy to come free because, again, it's 5 for 6. And then what they'll do is they'll pop out a guy out here to catch these crossing routes. Because against man coverage, right, because we're in man right now, right, man. A great route is a crossing route, especially a crossing route where you get a little pick, where you get a mesh, right? We call this mesh. You get a little pick involved, right? A pick is essentially this is a pick, right? But it doesn't hit him. If he hits him, it's offensive pass interference. But he doesn't hit him. He just makes this guy sort of have to redirect himself around that. But a crossing route is an option often over the middle of the field when you see zero. Either a slant right here, a crossing route, or a go, and even a running back here. Those are sort of options against zero for the most part. And it happens quick. So defense knows that this ball's got to be out quick because this guy's right here. See? So they pop out a guy sometimes late to try to get in the way of any of the throws that happen in the middle of the field. So he avoids that guy as well. It's a really good throw. And the Bruins score a touchdown. This podcast is sponsored by Backer. Backer is a new outerwear company founded by an Oregon alum, combining high-performance materials from the outdoor industry with a sleek Oregon look. I encourage all Duck fans to check out their amazing Oregon jackets, hoodies, hats, and more at Backer. That's BCKR.com. Use the code RISINGFREE for free expedited shipping. Again, that's RISINGFREE. With that code, 10% of all orders will go back to Ducks Rising. Check out Backer today. All right, so this is a fantastic throw by Moore here in the low red zone for a touchdown. Highlights some quick decision making and really very, very strong throw. It can be a little bit of a dangerous throw here. So what they're trying to do is they're high-lowing basically that defender there and trying to work these two defenders here, right? So you see it's 3 for 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3 for these two guys. And then one-on-one here and one-on-one here. So what they're trying to do is run this guy right here, right? Kind of sits, and this guy comes over the top back here. And if this defender right here essentially plays down, they'll go behind him. If this guy, again, sort of plays here and he squeezes, they'll go behind him. But you can see here, as this guy goes to sit right here, this defender is still kind of back. He's still out here. He's still out here. And ball's on him now. Again, this is he reads this pretty fast, but because of the arm strength, ball's there really before he even gets there. Now you can argue that maybe you wait to make this throw till it develops out, because he's gonna sit here and then sort of do this. He'll kind of play right there, and if you don't throw it, maybe he sees this and comes down a little bit, and you hit this guy back here. But because of where he's at, this is the throw to make right now. And it is a rocket ship. Look at that. It's a good throw. You got a fade option here as well if you want to take that fade. But you can see here that he knows very decisively where this ball is going now. They're bringing a pressure that's picked up, and they're adding a guy late who's man coverage with him right here. And as soon as he goes to block, they're adding a guy late right there, but Moore beats it. It's a really good job. Touchdown. So this is why it's important to watch the games, not just box score hunt, because this is obviously a great throw and it's not a catch. So, I mean, look, it's a simple concept, right? They're play action fake this way. They're going to try to draw the defense to come this way, right, to move this way. And then they're going to run, 3 guys essentially on sending one guy through, right, one guy here, run this 3 vertical concept. And they're trying to beat, obviously, this safety, and the safety is late. As you're going to see here, Moore realizes it, right? Quick play action. I mean, they actually end up switching these. This is kind of fun. This is a switch. So they go, he's inside, he is switching, he's up the sideline, and he's a play action, right? Play action fake. We're going to block him up front. And Moore gets right there, right? I mean, this guy's late. So he sees right now, ball's out, about to be out. I mean, throw. I mean, shoot. Can't be better than that, right? It's right there. And nothing. So, again, always, right? I mean, that's the open guy. He's open late, maybe, right? I mean, he's open late. This guy's not really open. But, the ball, the anticipation here is great. He sees it immediately. Because look how quickly Moore gets up on the fake. Boom, right there. Sees it now. Boom. I mean, it's good. Just dropped. Nothing you do about that sometimes. All right. Another clip against Utah here. Sort of the same idea with these throws. I mean, this is just another great throw he made. I mean, it's not, I'm kind of highlighting the same things maybe over and over again here, but just another good throw he makes where he stands in the pocket, 1, 2, 3. So it's a good footwork here, right? Gets the ball about 5 yards. Gets the ball about 5 yards back. And then right here goes back to about where he needs to settle. Settles and just lets the ball loose, and it's a good throw. I mean, you're only where as far as if you can catch it. Kind of a fade right, runs up, presses on the corner, pops out. Right there he goes, runs up on the corner, pops out, man coverage. Boop, boop. Just good throw. Just highlight more good throws. Nothing to this one. Wasn't all bad in this game, as we see here. Sits in the pocket. Finds a great throw here. So UCLA is running out there. I don't know why I keep getting this little... Okay. They're running out here, and there, right? And he's just reading these defenders, right? Are they squatting down? Are they playing down? Or are they playing back? Half, again, he's reading just half this field, just this half. What you do for young quarterbacks. So you can see here that he does work us through his progression, right? 1, 2, 3. So he does look at essentially what I think is these two guys first. And then when he sees the structure of the defense, he makes a nice feathery throw to that little box right there. Good throw, right? Yeah, these guys play... If they play back like this, he's the guy. They play up like they did. 20 comes back here. If it's a cover 2 where this guy's down and this guy's back, then he might be that little hole shot right here, right? To back to this guy. But, I mean, just a simple, good throw, on time. Great job. They're there. I mean, these are there in year 1, even with the bat plays interceptions. It's all there. Same thing as all the interceptions. Late and staring down a wide receiver. So these, we'll use some UCLA blue here. These motions, when you're having a wide receiver come from here, come in, make that a little bit. You guys can see that. I got to make that a little bit, a little bigger there for you guys. When a wide receiver is coming in this way, or even a running back comes out, that's to get an idea of man or zone. What are the reactions of these players, right? Man or zone. That's what they're for. And also to not get jammed. I mean, there's many reasons why, but they're mostly just man or zone, right? And so it gives a quarterback a read of what they're going to do, potentially pre-snap, right? So the motion's here. So it's zone coverage, right? So typically you have a zone side and man side. It's what you have. Just an idea of what those are for, right? So they're going to run double slant here, and on this side of the field, you got to read basically these two defenders, right? You got to see what they're doing. If these guys play in here, right? Then, let's switch colors here to help everyone out. Then, if this guy plays here, this guy could be open, right? If he plays maybe back in here and this guy plays back in here, the second slant could be open. If this defender goes here immediately and he kind of stays right there, this side is over. You gotta look at the other side, right? So I would argue that when this happens, again, and look, you're going to see Moore's looking right here first, which I don't know the reads. I mean, it's possible that's the right side first. And when these guys squat right here, man, this is over. The side's done. Ain't no play to be had there. Right? They're squatting there, and they're right in the lane, the passing lanes, right? See that? That's the play right there. And these two dudes are looking, eyes at the quarterback. He's looking right here. But they're looking right at him, who's staring down a side where, again, as I told you, this play has no chance. As soon as those guys do this, he's starting to throw. As soon as he goes here and he squats here and he's right here, I mean, where are these guys? Where's the ball going to go? So your eyes have got to come off of this immediately. This side's no good. And you look on this side here, he's going to sit about right there. He's going to sit there. And there's, right? Triangle. It's a bad triangle, but you read the triangle on that side. So it's the same sort of theme, right? There's plays to be had. And, I mean, maybe if you feel this way, you can go second window on the slant to this guy right here. He's going to be a little bit bummed he doesn't get the ball. I mean, maybe that feels high level. I mean, it's a throw that can be made, right? This guy right here, this guy right here. So there's two windows right on these slant throws. So first window, which would be right here's first window, right? Second window is down here. So the theme again of all these is Moore is just this first play of the game, by the way. So he predetermined where he's going the ball. His eyes right there. Eyes are right there, right? Oh, that's good. Eyes, two eyes, right there. And just looking right here. Look, he's staring right at him the entire time, right? Now he's looking at him. He's looking at him right here. He's not, right? Expanding out here. West Coast offense, right? Triangle. Read the triangle. So another, just a bad read on Moore. I mean, these are things that you hope you get out of the offense, right? Because you would look, ideally you look here, he comes here, he squats, right there, done. Just pick up, what's that? First play of the game, just give ourselves, catch a ball, give ourselves 5, turn up field, maybe get 8. Be perfect, right? Great way to start the game. Doesn't work that way here. Alrighty. Interception early in the game. Again, another theme. These are happening very early in the game. And if I could tell you why, I think maybe he's just locked into things. He's not going to change off of what he sees. I don't know if this ball is tipped or not. But he just does not see this guy right here. I'm getting frustrated while he keeps changing back to a very small circle. He does just not see that guy right there who's going to start, creep in the box, and come back. And these are just freshman issues, right? You can see right here, right? He's creeping. They look like they're playing some sort of quarters look here, right? Actually ends up being more of a man. Ends up being, it looks like it might be quarters, right? So quarters is like, 1, 2, 3, 4. You play sort of it's a 2 high look. Looks like it could be that, but he's so far in here that maybe not the tell for that. As soon as it's snapped, you see he's coming down here. He's got him here, here, here. It's a blitz too, so you get a little fire zone here. So you got a mug. It's third down. Mug here. He's going to drop. He's going to come. He's a DN anyways. You have a spy. on the quarterback right here. And he doesn't see the safety. He thinks it's maybe 0. This guy's just eyeing him up, sort of like a robber. There's no deep safety, really, unless he's a deep safety. He doesn't see him. I mean, he's open. He's open if the safety's not there. If he's not there, it's a good throw. But unfortunately, safety is there, and interception. So this goes back again. These are just like continued plays of sped up and locking your eyes on someone. Eyes don't even move at all, right? Watch. The head stays here the entire time. Doesn't move at all. See? Move at all. Just looking the entire time there. And no one else is open. I mean, maybe late here, but I mean, it's not going to do much. If you're throwing this ball, you're probably throwing it here. You're hoping that it hits his hands and he turns up the field and beats this guy. It's probably what you're hoping happens. Best case scenario, that's what it is, right? It's third down, though, I believe. So it's hard to sort of hit that guy and think that guy's going to get there. But he just didn't see this defender right here. That's it. Nothing crazy. It's got to be better. All right, this is an interception here by Moore. Just sort of bad ball, essentially. And we'll talk this through here. Early in the game, you can see it's still bright outside in this game. So UCLA is essentially running an RPO here. All right. So the read for the quarterback is this guy right here. So he's crashing down, pulling the ball out to keep it, right? So good decision there. Now Oregon State's running this little bit of a nickel pressure here. So when Oregon State essentially runs this guy here, they know if it's an RPO that the ball is coming out, right? The ball is being pulled out, and Moore is keeping the ball when he comes this way, right? So because of that, you can also run this defender in here to make life very difficult on the quarterback, knowing he's going to keep the ball. So if he keeps the ball and runs it here, that defender's there. If he keeps it and does this, comes out here, that defender's there. So good job schematically guessing basically the Bruins are running an RPO here. But Moore's a good job of beating it. So he sees it as well, and he's going to beat him, this guy, to the... So he gets there. Now, UCLA's basically running, they're spotting this guy here, and they're going to run a guy right here. Now, if Moore stayed in the pocket right here, and this defender had crashed down like this, and he was able to stay here, I don't think this is the wrong move, then this player here is really the read, right? You would have this giant window right here, you could see, for him to stay in the pocket and throw the ball. But as soon as he moves out like this, this ball's got to be dotted right here. Just take the completion. I don't know why I X'd him. Take the completion, take it right here, and live to fight another day. Or here's a good option right here, right? This throw he's going to make is a ridiculously hard throw. It's back across his body with a defender in his face, and you got to feather it like right to that spot. And instead, he throws it underneath, and it's picked off. So you can see here, like this is again, to me, this is freshman decision making, because you would argue that when you get to about right when this guy slips, this defender back slips, ball right there. Now, just take the completion, and because it's man coverage, if you throw this ball to this outside number, he could spin out this way, right? Inside number could take it in this way, and there's opportunities for big gains if the ball is dotted right there, right? And again, this down here, he's open, but he basically predetermined. Look, again, this is not wrong if, let's go back here. Again, if you're running this sort of skinny post and this defender vacates this area, just imagine for a second that Moore stands right here the whole time, right? And this guy's coming right here. This is a throw he can make. But once you leave the pocket, you just got to take the completion or throw it deep. Can't do this. So the same theme is going to run on a lot of the interceptions. First of all, they are early in the game, and they are Dante Moore essentially just locking on one target, reading the wrong side of the field, and not executing when it comes to just sort of basic things, right? So you can see here on this play, I mean, you got a sort of man idea down over here. He's coming here, right? He's going to come here. And this defender, which he should sort of be looking here, I think immediately. If he comes here, then this is the guy open. If he stays back here, they play zone, possibly him, or even this route right here could be there, right? If this guy plays down a little bit, then this route could possibly be there. But the top of the field, you notice that these guys are bracketing, right? So it's 1, 2, 3 for 1, 2, right? They got eyes right there. And that corner up top doesn't even move at all. He anticipates what's happening, and you see, because he didn't have to go anywhere, because Moore's eyes, watch his eyes right here, watch the quarterback, his eyes are looking right there, right now. And he's staring him down. You can see a common theme here where Moore, look at that, staring, this guy's looking right through his soul, right? Look right at him. Sees it right now. I'm not backing up. I don't feel threatened enough. This guy's not coming here. I don't feel like I have to backpedal at all. And, I mean, he is late as can be. Even if, so they're running just a quick out here, right? Even if there's no corner there, so eliminate him right here, eliminate him. The wide receiver doesn't catch the wide receiver is almost turned open right to the field right here to catch the ball. When I mean, ideally, right, in this play, he catches the ball. He runs this route, right? The ball's caught right now. Ball's caught here. He catches it and turns up the field and goes up the field that way, right? So the ball is late. Over here, you can see right here, look, right? I mean, that's the guy, open. He just predetermined he's going here. Corner squatted. The corner's even moved, basically. There's no threat. Look, so down here, right? He's running hard, and he's threatening this corner right here. So he's turning open to run, right? Now you could have a comeback here. This way you can come inside. But there's a vertical threat, which our wide receivers are going to have up the field, which turns the corner. This guy's not threatening him at all, right? So the corner is not even, and Moore's looking at him. So he sees, he's looking at him, no threat here. And the corner just squats, interception, and to the house. Theme in all of the Moore interceptions. Thanks everyone for tuning into the Ducks Rising Film Room with Geoff Schwartz. Just a reminder that this segment is part of the Ducks Rising Podcast Network, and we encourage all listeners to check out ducksrising.com. You can support content like this by subscribing to the Ducks Rising Podcast Network, rating our shows, and most importantly, becoming a member at Ducks Rising itself. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.